Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you along for a cardio session at the gym. I'll be honest, I didn't really feel like going to the gym at all. You know those days where everything feels like a struggle? Yeah, this was one of those days. But I showed up anyway, and even though this run tested me in so many ways, I'm glad I pushed through. I started with some stretching to warm up, and then I got into the Fartlek. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I got into the Fartlek run, which is basically a mix of running and jogging intervals. Do not judge me, because I know in this video you're going to be like, but Sade, you're walking. Yes, I am. I am not that advanced to just be running and jogging for a full straight 12 minutes. No, I am not. So my version of it is running or jogging, whichever, because I might look like I'm doing it slow. So if you consider that jogging, to me, that's running. So I'm running and I'm walking. And I still felt very challenged doing just that. So, that's that. But yeah, I know this is going to help me reach my goals. Like I said, it was definitely challenging, even though I didn't do the jogging part. So yeah, while I talk you through the video, I'll just share what was going through my mind. Because trust me, like I said, this was not easy at all. And just talking about some of the things I'm working on, both physically and mentally. So let's get into it. Like I said, I'm not going to lie, today was one of those days when I just did not want to go to the gym. I was tired, unmotivated, and honestly, I was already talking myself out of it before I even got my shoes on. But I made it here. And sometimes that's the hardest part, just showing up. This workout was pretty much all about cardio. I started with some stretching because, as you know, I needed to loosen up before getting on that treadmill, because this run, I did not want any cramps, Charlie horses, nothing to appear and then ruin my run. So again, as I told y'all before, I am on a new program, which does include the Fartlek run. I probably will say that word 20 different ways throughout this video. Which includes that Fartlek run. So today was the day that I had to do that. And while I was like, oh, this should be an easy workout because it's running. First of all, I don't like running, so I don't even know why I said that. I don't know why that was a thought in my brain. Maybe that was just a way for me to get out the house. And I was like, it's going to be quick because it's time, so I know exactly when I'll be done. Yeah, no. So like I said, stretching before doing this cardio workout. As you know, stretching is something I've really been focusing on, especially, like I said, before cardio, because I don't need nothing surprising me while I'm running. I already think running is a challenge, and I already hate it. So, yeah, like I said, I feel like if I don't take the time to warm up my body, especially before a run like this, I'm asking for an injury. I'm asking for the tightness to appear. So we got to do what we got to do. I kept it simple. As you can see, I was stretching out my legs, just, making sure I get that all warmed up. Honestly, also, while I was stretching, even though I made it to the gym, I kept thinking about how much I just didn't want to be there. Like, I was just ready to roll up my mat and walk out that door. Yeah, but it's honestly just crazy, like how your mind tries to talk you out of things that are good for you, right? But I told myself, just start. That's all you have to do right now. I also reminded myself why I'm doing this. And when I say remind myself, I just looked in the mirror. I have goals I'm trying to reach, even though it felt so far away in that moment. I knew skipping this workout wasn't going to help the situation or get me any closer to the goal that I'm trying to reach. So in this case, I just made sure to push myself, because that's what you have to do sometimes. Like, you just have to push yourself past the excuses and just move. And then eventually your mind will align with the movement that you're doing. At least that's what I like to tell myself. All right, so let's talk about this run. The Fartlek run is basically interval training where you're alternating between running and jogging, but in my case, it's running and walking at different intervals. It's intense, but it's supposed to be good for building endurance and burning body fat, which I guess in my case, I don't really know how effective it is since I'm walking instead of jogging. But anyways, today's run was structured like this: 90 seconds of running, 90 seconds of jogging, followed by 1 minute of running and 1 minute of jogging. Then I had to do that twice. And then 45 seconds of running and 45 seconds of jogging. That was also twice. And then finally 30 seconds of running and 30 seconds of jogging, also twice. And then it's optional to do a second round. And not that I was feeling it, but again, I know what my goal is. So I was like, we're going to push ourselves to do that second one. So if you're going to do the second round, you do have to take a 6-minute break before starting over. So that's just you walking on the treadmill at a slower pace. I guess just to get your heart rate down and just like, yeah, I don't know what to say after that, but yeah. So when I started the first 90-second run, I immediately thought, oh, hell no. This is going to be rough. Like, I wanted to get off that treadmill. My legs felt heavy. My breathing was all over the place. I kept looking at the timer on the treadmill, counting down the seconds, and thinking about how much I wanted to stop. But I kept telling myself, you're here. You already started. Just finish this first interval. By the time I got to 1 minute, I felt a little more settled, but it was still very hard. My mind was fighting me the entire time. You don't have to do this. You could stop right now. Like, these are the things that I was saying in my brain, but I knew that wasn't true. I had to do this, and I could not stop at that moment. But I reminded myself, like I said, about my goals, and the only way to reach was to keep going. Even if it was hard. And this shit was hard. So after I finished that first round, so that first 12 minutes of the Fartlek. I told y'all I was going to say this 20 different ways because I don't know how to say it. So I took a 6-minute break to recover, like I explained earlier. And I needed that, right? Like, I just needed to walk, and I was also trying to contemplate if I was really going to go through with that second round. Like, even though I told myself I was, but my heart was like, it was pumping, okay? Obviously, I was sweating, but I was actually proud of myself. Like, you really did that. Like, you did that first round. You didn't want to. You struggled, but you did it. Especially because I didn't stop during running. Like, the times I had to run, I pushed through because I wanted to just stop and walk and then try to do it again. But I told myself, like, when it comes to the running part, just try to make it, like, all the way through, whatever people say. So now 6 minutes is done, and now I'm starting to, like, mentally, or as the 6 minutes is winding down, I should say, I'm mentally preparing myself to do the second round of 12 minutes. And I'm really sitting here thinking, like, are you really about to do this shit? Really? Because I don't know if you got any more energy in you. But I'm also like, we got this. You could do it. You did it once, you could do it again. So I started, and that's what you see here. I got through that first 90 seconds. but I didn't do the whole 12 minutes because the cleaners for the gym, sorry, I don't really know what other word to say at this moment. So I'm just going to call them like they're cleaning the gym, okay? Maintenance? Is it maintenance? Wow, I'm losing words, as always. But yeah, it was time for the people to come clean the gym around the time that I was starting my second round. And I should have realized when I saw a bunch of people leaving the gym. And I was just too happy to have the gym to my damn self. Like, not even thinking. And honestly, they came in before I started that 90-second run. And I was in my brain like, I'm going to just finish my run because do they really need to clean this one machine I'm on? No. But then as I was doing my 90-second run, I started to feel bad. And I was like, they're just trying to do their job. So let me just leave because I don't want them to have to come and tell me that it's time to leave. I don't know. I don't like when people have to tell me what to do when I know what to do or I'm about to do it. So I was like, let me just do it and then I'll come back later. First of all, I don't know why I said that. I knew I was lying. Why would I tell myself that I'm going to come back later to finish our run? No, because at this point, all I want to do is go upstairs and take a shower and be done with it. But yeah, that's what I told myself. And as you could tell, I didn't do that. No. Did I feel disappointed? Yeah, I was just like, you're not really going to go back there. I felt disappointed because I started the run. If I didn't start the run, I probably would be fine and just like, damn, I wish I did that second round, but move on. But the fact that I started, because I hate starting things and not finishing, like it really irks me. Like I just have to get to the finish line. But I wanted to respect the people's job. So there's that. So now that I'm sitting here editing these videos, I realized that entire time of running, I was battling with the voices in my head telling me to stop, to quit, to go home. But I also realized that I was PMSing around that time. So I think that might have been a part of it. Because like I said, I felt super heavy. My legs felt super heavy. So my energy levels, my motivation was just not there. I think what got me to the gym was discipline. Like, discipline is what got me there, because had it been for motivation, no. Energy, no. And I took pre-workout. And yeah, didn't help. Like, my energy was just terrible. So I can say I am proud of myself for even making it to the gym. Because like I said, there were so many moments where I just almost didn't go, like, at all that day. But yeah, some days it's not even about having the perfect workout or like hitting every goal. It's just showing up and doing what you can do. And that's what I'm learning, because I can very much be a perfectionist. But understanding, like, you won't always be perfect. You're human. Just go with what you can do. I feel like that's still progress. And so I can say cheers to me for even doing that. Like I said, some days you'll crush it. Like, damn, I didn't even know I had that in me. And other days, you're just trying to make it through. And I mean, like, I'm just trying to get out the bed. Like, I gotta walk these dogs. I'm just trying to put on a shoe. And I'm dead serious. That wasn't even a joke. Like, I'd be struggling. Like, struggling. So finding the things that'll keep you going. So in this case, it was discipline for me because of the goal I have, right? Like, I just keep envisioning the goal. I keep envisioning the future me, the body that I want for myself, how I will feel internally. Like, will I always feel this tired? Probably not. Maybe it is just the amount of body fat that I have on me. Like, once I drop that, because I think about the times, and I don't want to keep living in the past, but I think about the times, not that I was eating properly, but I was juicing, and I was juicing for a whole summer. I don't recommend that for people. But I had so much energy. It was ridiculous. I mean, I also was younger, but still, the point is, I want to feel that energy again. Like, I don't even remember what my body looked like, but I very much remember the energy, and that is what I'm striving for. Like, I am just tired of being tired. I want, like I said, for me, I just want to focus on being more consistent, planning my gym sessions better, because I was struggling this day, but time was just going. And so most times after a certain time, I just know I'm not going to the gym. And so I don't want to get there. Like, I want to do things when I say I'm going to do it, especially like when there's nothing preventing me from going. Like, there was nothing preventing me from going earlier that day, just my mind. So I just want to push past my mind. Like, I want to beat my mind when it comes to not being able to do certain things. I also want to make sure that I don't run into what I ran into in this video, like the cleaning lady, or I should stop saying that. The people that came into cleaning, I want to make sure that I come before their time, or not just come, but I'm finishing before their time. And I didn't write this as a goal, but I guess it should be learning how to push through those mental blocks. Like, stop letting the negative self-talk win. Like I said earlier, like, I want to get past that. Like, do the things I say I'm going to do and not wait for my mind to start overthinking, because that's what I do. Like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I get hyper about it, and then I sit down and I wait for my mind to really think about what I just said and find the ways as to why I shouldn't do it. Or what if this happens? What if that happens? It's like, why don't we just focus on the positive? If that's what you want to do it. If you fail, so what? Try again. Try another way. Like, if this is something you're passionate about, stop being so scary about what's in your mind, because it didn't even happen yet, right? Just like the positive thing didn't happen yet. It can go two ways. So just try it and see which way it goes. So my advice to you, it's okay to not have it all figured out, especially with working out, because I know that's also challenging and overwhelming. It's okay to have days where you don't feel like it. What matters is that you keep showing up and doing your best, whatever that looks like for you. Thanks for watching and being a part of my journey. I hope it shows that you're not alone and feeling like this sometimes. Progress takes time, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments how you push through on the days when you don't feel like working out. I love to hear your tips and experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video as we keep working towards our goals together. Bye.